Twitter Spaces, the Cypher's live. Ozman collects, he's hosting dives through digital realms with shows at 5. Web V, meet Marvel, the narrative thrives. Weekends we speak with Josh and Stride. Collectors going digital, we coincide. Digital sweepstakes handouts for those who abide. Bring collecting space news, we never miss guys. V chill, kick back, geek modes, from car flips to comics, the spectrum loads.
All right. Okay, everybody. Osman Collect 63 here. We'll just a bit of music for a second. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. In the market, trying to do a little bit of oh, well, we've got some people. Oh, I better do some intro music, but I don't think I need to. So I got Josh jumping in. Let's get him up here with the co-hosting. Hopefully I'm coming through nice and clear, guys. And if I'm not, please let me know so I can do something about it. There we go, get all that together. Also, Delco Dude as well. Thanks for dropping in, mate. Much appreciate you taking the time to come and drop in. Okay, Josh, you got me?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, got you now loud and clear. Am I coming through loud and clear?
Yeah, you're good. Let's do this.
Let's do it. Let's do it now. Let's get some anthem music to start off with. Get all the cool kids rolling in. Let's get into it.
Twitter Spaces, the Cypher's live. Ozman collects, he's hosting dives through digital realms with shows at 5. Web V, meet Marvel, the narrative thrives. Weekends we speak with Josh and Stride. Collectors going digital, we coincide. Digital sweepstakes handouts for those who abide. Bring collector space news, we never miss guys. Be chill, kick back, geek mode, from car flips to comics, the spectrum loads.
All right. Okay, everybody. Osman Collect 63 here, and we're back again. Back again with our Web V Weekends number 39. Woohoo! 39. Sorry, I was a little bit late. I was just watching the Sentinel drop. The Sentinels. Woof. The common is just getting destroyed. It's almost the same as the Wolverine. But before we get into it, let me introduce my co-host, the one, the only Mr. Collector Gone Digital. Say Josh. Say woo. I do have a. Where is it? That one.
Hello, bonjour, hola.
How are you, mate? How's things?
Doing well. We have a lot to talk about for this show, so I've been looking forward to it. Shout out to Dokta too, because every single time I hear that song, I get pumped up. So it's an awesome song.
Yes, sir. Yes, big shout out to Dokta Strange, who's the one responsible for our awesome Web V Anthem intro song, which is also used when all these episodes go to the YouTube channel now as well. So it's also got a nice little video that goes with it if nobody has seen it yet. But it's not just me and Josh here in the space. Oh no, we got all the kids rolling in here. I see KC, I see Hinano, D, Informant. So hopefully get good use out of that coffee I just bought you, mate. So you're doing a great job, and keep doing what you're doing, covering all the drops. Exhibition, I'm sure you've got a lot to talk about. So we got Chris as well. Say Nos, L Batman. Say Richard, Guri, Shangster, Aldradera's in there as well. Wow, everyone's here. But yeah, Josh, you're absolutely right. We've got loads to talk about. We've got everything happening on the VeVe front, happening on San Diego Comic-Con. So like I said, we just had the Sentinels drop literally half an hour ago, and yeah, just seeing what the action's like there in the market. Like I said, the common is getting absolutely destroyed. It was down as low as 3 gems 50, which is wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I know. I was like that one. Yeah, that was just for the common. I haven't checked the secret rare yet though, but I'm about to right now. Secret rare right now, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this is going for 170 gems. So if you manage to score yourself a secret rare, you're not doing too bad. But yeah, but we also got Chris Severs up the stage as well. Chris, how are you, sir?
Sorry, I had my mic off.
That's right. How are you?
Yeah. Happy Sunday, everyone. Great. What a week.
I know. What a week, isn't it? Like just for the space in general, just for San Diego Comic-Con, even just for myself, I had a pretty heavy week as well. Like, I just came back from a VeVe meetup in London on Saturday.
Can't wait to hear about that. I was wondering if that was going to be a topic for today, but
oh, absolutely, yeah.
They didn't want to spoil it.
Oh no, yeah, we got everything like from the London meetup I had with the likes of Wiseman, Master Ronnie, Mr. Falcon, VeVe VeVe. We all met in person as well. Yeah, really good. I had loads of fun. We went and saw the new Deadpool movie. Before we get too far into it, has anyone actually seen it? So hands up. So I don't want to do any spoilers or anything like that.
I can't stay on too long because I'm actually going today.
Oh, okay. Well then, let me
yeah.
Let me just keep it short and sweet. Just the first 10 minutes. The first 10 minutes is just, it will grab you and just not let you go for the whole movie. It is absolutely brilliant. So the hype is real and you will love it. I guarantee it.
Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, sounds cool.
Here we go. I was just waiting to see if Richard was going to jump on stage. I'm sure Rich is going to back me up here. So Richard
must have seen it. He must have been seeing it by now.
Oh yeah.
What's going on, everyone? Oh, what an insane week, wasn't it?
Oh, mate, tell me about it.
I'm exhausted. I'm mentally exhausted. But we're talking about the movie, right?
Yes. I was just saying. Chris is going to see it now, so I was saying no spoilers. But I said to him, you will not be disappointed.
No, absolutely not. No, I never do any spoilers. And the thing is, I cannot do a non-spoiler review because once I get excited, the steam engine starts running. Yeah. So I'm just going to say that the movie is awesome, and it was everything I ever wanted in a Deadpool and Wolverine movie.
Yeah, I was just saying to him, like, it's just the first 10 minutes, the first 10-15 minutes will just be enough. After that, you just know exactly what you're in for.
Yeah, and I was alone, and so I left and I cried, and everyone thought I was like a maniac or something. So I was just sitting there like,
oh mate. I mean, like I was sitting there in the cinema with Wiseman, Master Ronnie, and VeVe. I can never say it. VeVe. I would say VeVe. And yeah, I mean, we were just laughing our ass off through the whole movie. I mean, it is the first movie I've actually sat in where I've actually laughed so hard and I've actually walked out of it going, that was the greatest movie I've ever seen in my life. So yeah. Yeah, so
those are good words.
I mean, yeah, and I don't say that very often. It's been a long time since I've said that. So yeah, Chris, my recommendation to you is just hold on because you're going to go for one hell of a ride.
I can't wait. It should be fun. I know we're taking the whole family. They're all pretty pumped up. I know my wife, who's a closet Marvel fan, I'm going to call her. I got her watching Deadpool 1 and 2 last week to prepare for this. It's like, oh, I can't wait. This looks good. So
yeah, just
it'll be fun.
Just be warned. There is a fair amount of cursing in it. So if
I suspect.
No, very good.
You're the movie guy too, so for you to say that that's the best movie I've ever seen, that makes me want to watch it even more now. So
yes, yeah. I'm actually gonna put that in like our we interrupt our program to bring not the not financial advice. That is definitely going in the financial advice now. But no, I was very, very happy with it. But now, yes. So, like I said, we've got a lot going on the VeVe front. We've got a lot going on San Diego Comic-Con. I suppose we can start with the big one. I guess is going to be on everybody's lips at the moment. Let's start with breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. So, breaking news, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is that they have just announced who will be playing Doctor Doom in the new Avengers, Doomsday and Secret Wars film. And it is none other than Mr. Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
So apparently Robert Downey Jr. has been cast as Doctor Doom. Our Iron Man has gone from Iron Man to Doctor Doom. So a lot of people are have a few mixed reactions about this. So what do we think, guys? So do we think this is awesome? Do we think this is no, but they shouldn't have done this? He's had his time. How much more can they possibly squeeze out of him? What do you reckon? Let's start with Josh. Josh, what do you think, mate?
Oh no, I need to hear somebody else speak first about this. All right, no.
Okay, well, how about we go Chris, because Chris is a bit strapped for time.
Yeah, I want to hear Richard's answer. I mean, for me, I love it. I love Robert Downey. I think Marvel's just laying up their A game here, right? I mean, he's so well known. Everybody loves him. I can envision when I first see him on screen, though, it's going to be like, oh, that's weird, because he is Iron Man, right? It's Hugh Jackman is Wolverine. Like everyone's kind of got those little pegs that they've been aligned to, but I also wasn't sure that we were going to see Robert Downey again as Iron Man anyways. And so to me, this is a pretty cool thing. But I mean, I remember back in the 90s watching Fantastic Four. I can't remember his name. He was the dark-haired actor from that TV show Nip Tuck.
Julian McMahon.
Right. And he did a great job. I mean, I really enjoyed him. So it's just one of those things, right? You see different characters, but I'm happy in general the way Marvel has come out of like the quicksand they've been struggling to get out of the past few years, and boy, what a punch they're coming out with. So I don't know. I mean, for me, I'm a big Fantastic Four fan too. I'm just happy that we're getting that in the MCU and getting it away from Fox, and it just here we go, right? This is going to be another big movie when it comes out. Secret Wars coming out in 2027. Like they're just lining up some incredible stuff. Like to those that don't know too, Secret Wars is a massive story in the Marvel universe. So don't sell your what's the Secret Wars? Oh, is it 8? The one with Peter on the cover there, right? Start stacking. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, I'm excited by it. I like him as a character, so I should be fine.
Yeah, it's gonna be different because, like you said, like everyone basically associates Robert Downey Jr. with like Iron Man, and now there's sort of like the speculation that they're basically like he's playing like a variant of like Tony Stark, but now he's like evil, and it's definitely a different dynamic, and I'm really interested where they run with it. But Richard, I know you're dying to give your opinion.
Yeah. I woke up this morning and I saw, I just opened Twitter and I saw all the news about Robert Downey Jr., of course. And I thought like, oh, these are these fake accounts again that I always get in my algorithm. Yeah. But it turned out to be true. And my first response was, no.
Yeah,
No. Again, no.
Okay.
No. The thing is, and on my side of Twitter, I've never seen comic Twitter agreeing with each other like that ever. It never happened before because they're always fighting, right? I can do like a weekly hour of all the drama in comic Twitter, and everyone in comic Twitter was just like, no, this is dumb. But I had a couple of hours to digest it, and I think they're playing us, man. They're playing us. The first thing, they are going to do a real Doctor Doom, right? And a real Doctor Doom, he doesn't take his mask off. He's like Judge Dredd.
Yeah.
Right? And the whole thing about Doctor Doom might be, I think he is the greatest villain in the whole Marvel universe. Even though I'm more on the X-Men side, of course, I do read a bit of Fantastic Four, but Doom, he is fantastic, and it needs a dedicated actor for that, and not someone who has been carrying the MCU on his back for 15 years. That's not right. And the other thing is, Robert Downey Jr. He cost like what, $45 million a pop, right? So
that's right.
He's going to take his mask off constantly, right? Because then you have to know there's Robert Downey Jr. The thing with Doom is that his face is scarred, and that's why he thinks he looks horrendous. So he keeps his mask on. But the whole thing is in the few panels that are out there where the mask is off, he is not that scarred. So it is more in his head, and it just adds another little layer in this thing called Doom, because Doom is super interesting. But I'm thinking now, after a couple of hours, I think they're playing us. Because it would have been cool if they did the movie and then at the end it turns out to be Robert Downey Jr., some kind of variant, and then it would be super cool. But so you can say like, oh well, you can never. There will be leaks and everyone will know that it is Robert Downey Jr. But I don't know, man. How is it going to look like? It's no, man. I just don't see it. And the thing is, you got Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic.
That's right.
And, yeah, I saw the first trailer, and I don't know, man. I don't know. Vanessa Kirby. Yeah, Vanessa Kirby's good though. She's good. She's really leaning into it. But Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom, I don't like it. I don't like it for one bit at all. So that is my opinion about it.
No, that's totally cool. I mean, like, I'm sort of the same as well. I'm sort of like, Robert Downey Jr.'s like basically already had his time, like, in the MCU spotlight. It would have been cool for them to, like, because like I said, like, how much more can they possibly squeeze out of Robert Downey Jr.? I mean, like, they're going to keep him going to what he's like half dead or something like that. I don't know, but I mean, it could have been cool, like, like I said, like, give another, like, an actor, like, their time in the spotlight, and like I've said, like, in previous episodes, it needs to be someone with, like, a really, like, a voice with presence. So when, like, Doom speaks, everyone, like, pays attention, because, like you said, like, a lot of his work is done behind the mask, like Judge Dredd and that. So he needs to have someone with presence. And I don't know. I think Robert Downey Jr. could do it. It's just, I don't know. We just have to wait and see.
Well, Robert Downey Jr. He can do anything. He's one of the best. Absolutely. Only it's if they are going to have him as Doctor Doom, and you will see his face and everything, and it's weird because we know his mannerisms, and he has that charm, and Doctor Doom, he's a lot of things, but he's not charming. He can be like interesting for the opposite sex, but like he has a little thing going on with Storm. He tried to woo her, and Storm was just a little bit interested as well, but. No, he's Robert Downey Jr. He oozes charisma, and that is not Doom. Doom is terrifying. He's petty.
It's like
petty.
Presence.
Yeah, he's a presence, but he's also a little child, and he's also he's larger than life. He's got his. So when Susan Storm was pregnant with the daughter,
That's right.
So. Yeah, and then there were complications with the pregnancy, and Reed Richards he couldn't fix it, so he turned to Doom, and Doom he was just parading around, right? Like, you need me.
It's just like, you come to Doom.
Yeah, that is fantastic, man. And then so then Susan told him that he could name their daughter, and then Reed Richards was like, no,
so that's where it came from, yeah.
Yeah, are you gonna take me for a fool? Like he's gonna name her Doomia or something, and then he named her Valeria. And Valeria is really cool, by the way. So you got Franklin Richards and you got Valeria. And Franklin Richards, everybody talks about him because he's so powerful. But Valeria is super interesting as well because he's super smart, and she has a very special connection with Doctor Doom, and she calls him Uncle Doom as well, and their interactions is really great. And there's one where he says to Valeria, like, I was a god once and I found it beneath me. Yeah. that is Doom. That is Doom. Yeah, and he respects Valeria because Valeria is really smart, and I would like to see at one point, either in the comics or in the film, that somebody's going to hurt Valeria or kidnap her, because then all hell breaks loose.
Doom just take everybody out.
Yeah, he really loves her. So that's they have a really good relationship with each other. So I like to see that in the films and everything. But again, Robert Downey Jr. Doctor Doom should be for years, and it is also weird, right? Because the whole Kang thing is now. Well, they just threw everything away. I don't know. There's no recast. I mean, what are they doing? It feels like a panic move. It's just a panic move.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Quick note
Go
on that, Richard. I agree with so much stuff. I'm wondering, listening to you, because I get the comic history side. I get that Doom, yeah, you want to build that character out for years, right? And is Robert Downey the guy that's going to carry that, for the next 10, 20 years? I'd probably not. But I also think I think Ryan Reynolds said it the other day on stage. They were doing a recap of the movies, right? And he's like, at the end of the day, you got to think about money, and Marvel needs cash injection to keep all this going. So, who would they pick right now that would probably drive this level of discussion, if not Robert Downey? Because you're going to split the market, right? Everybody's going to be talking about this, and then everyone's going to want to go see it to see if he was the right pick or not. But I got to agree. I think maybe this is his one-off. He just reintroduces Doom back into the MCU, and then at some point you're going to bring someone else, to maybe carry the torch. But same thing with the recast of the Fantastic Four team. Like, are you picking Pedro because of his success in The Mandalorian, and he's got all that crossover that could bring those eyeballs back into the theater, bring those dollars to support the next set of development? I'm always like, what's that angle? I know you brought that up, right? Like, why would they do all this? I'm thinking that's why. They're just trying to appeal to the largest audience they can to get Marvel moviegoers back, right? And then everything will pick up from this, because it's the same thing. I always look back at VeVe, right? Like, those of us that collect mints, that know Inform Mint and everything. When you see some of the things that drop in the market for the prices they do, those are not comic collectors. They're not long-term fans. Otherwise, why would you give that up, right? Who dropped what was it yesterday? The 1939 Ant-Man dropped for $4.99, $5.99. Right?
That's another one's getting destroyed in the market at the moment.
Yeah, right. Not surprising, but not animated and all this stuff. But I mean, to me, that's another. There's still gambling going on. There's still, what can I get out of this really quick and easy? But the long-term fans, they're going to see this a different way. But to me, they're sparking debate. They're trying to get people talking about this, because that ultimately puts bums in seats in the theater, right? So.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, for sure. We'll quickly go to Josh, and then we'll go down to Nos, because Nos, I'm sorry, mate, you've been sitting there very, very, very patiently waiting. But I will get to you in just a second. So Josh, we'll go to you, then we'll go to Nos.
No. I didn't mean to click the hand raise. I meant to click the 100 again. I actually want to hear what Nos has to say. But Richard, what a perspective, man.
Yeah. So Nos, first of all, how are you, sir? Hope you're doing well and having a fantastic week and weekend so far. And just looking at the comments here, it says when you're ready to talk about Galactus. So let's talk about Galactus, because there's a bit of a discussion going on there. So Nos, lead us in.
Yeah, hey, what's up, Ozman? Thanks for the space. What's up, Josh? Sibit, Chris, everyone else down there. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. I mean, I'm excited personally about RDJ. I'm an RDJ fan. I will say this was the loophole to his contract, because we were talking about money. If anyone knows RDJ's contract for Marvel, he wasn't each film wasn't a flat rate for him. He was actually an entrepreneur back in the Marvel days when it first started, and he got a percentage in as Iron Man, specifically in his contract as Iron Man. So this was his loophole.
Right.
So the cash grab idea, I can't wait till they actually say like how much he got paid, because it's going to show, in my opinion, RDJ's commitment to Marvel, because I'm just speculating. I don't think he's getting paid as much as people thinks. I think he's literally doing this for Marvel and for him and his career, because Marvel's actually what reinvigorated his career as an actor, as Iron Man. And then Oppenheimer shows a lot as far as where he's came today.
Yeah.
But I'm a huge fan of RDJ, so I'm excited about that. But yeah, I don't know if you guys saw the preview for Galactus, but when I saw that preview for Galactus, I was super excited, because Puff of Cloud is gone.
Exactly. You're like, it's not a diarrhea cloud. Yay! It's like,
Yeah.
woo!
So I'm excited.
Yeah, mate, sorry.
And everything about it. But yeah, go for it. I just wanted to kind of come up and powwow a little bit. San Diego Comic-Con was fun. I was only there for a day. And I didn't do a ton as much as I wanted to, but I had a blast.
Oh, nice. Well, what did you manage to get done while you were there? So did you manage to get anything signed, meet anybody, meet some of the fans? So tell us the story.
I wanted to get a couple signatures. I had the kids with me, so I didn't want to torment. I didn't want to torment them as far as that goes. Recommendation for anything like this is if you have the kids and you're okay with them waiting in line, it's a long wait. It is a grind. I recommend having a day for yourself, which I didn't have that this year.
Mm-hmm.
But the kids actually got to see some of the VeVe fam. They got to see some of the people I talk to on a daily basis.
Nice.
You know. But I did go to the addiction booth. I got they had a San Diego Comic-Con variant for the first issue. The pizza box, instead of saying VeVe, it said San Diego.
Oh, nice.
I'm all about SoCal, so I got that. I got it signed by David Mack. I wanted to get it CGC'd, but the lines were so long to grab a witness. So I didn't get it signed CGC'd, but I'll probably just submit it JSA. Which is the cool part about signatures nowadays. If it's not a big deal for you, I just want it in my collection, so it's gonna be in there. I brought my virgin art germ, but our germ signature was just really long, so I'll do that at another time. But the VeVe booth was fun. If they came out with some really dope pins. I know there's not a lot of pin collectors, but the pins are dope. They're on my bag. They're gonna be on my bag for every time I go to the events now. But I got the Wolverine covers as well as the 252 ultra rare, and I got that one signed by David Yu on the back where it says VeVe.
Nice.
But other than that, it was just a good time hanging out with everybody, seeing everyone. I can't wait for the next one here on the West Coast, which is Decon. So I can't wait to see you guys, especially you two, Osman, making the trip out this way. Let's go.
Yeah, mate, let's go. Absolutely. I'm buzzing. Yeah, this is creeping up fast too. Like, I saw a blink, like, holy crap! Like, we're into like July, getting into August. Like, before I know, it's gonna be like November. I was like, man, I gotta start like booking stuff and get my stuff together. But yeah, but no, it's good. I'm buzzing. I'm looking forward to it. As everyone knows, it's my first time going over to America. So yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Oh, excuse me. So what else? So that's probably the biggest talk of the town is Robert Downey Jr. stepping in as Doctor Doom. It's going to be interesting to see where they go with it. I mean, like we were just saying, like it could be like he just sort of makes a brief appearance like as a version of Doctor Doom, and you never know, like maybe a nastier, more horrible version of Doctor Doom come along and offs him, and then that'll be like the new Doctor Doom. Like Richard was saying, maybe a little bit of misdirection to sort of like try and save the Marvel universe or something. But in saying that, I think we've already got a Marvel Jesus, don't we? Richard.
Yeah, it might be a misdirection, but also let's say he is Doom. So we're going to get Avengers Doomsday, and then we're going to get Secret Wars, and after that. The MCU is going to reboot, and then the Mutants saga starts.
That's right.
So then Robert Downey Jr. will be out, and then we get the Fantastic Four in 616 in the MCU. So and then possibly with the Silver Surfer, Norman Reed, and then you get the real Doom at some point. So and then I think. It will take away from that Doom, the real Doom, the 616 Doom, from if Robert Downey Jr. already has played it. So yeah, well, we just have to wait to see. We just have to wait and see.
Yeah, but at least it's giving us something to talk about and something exciting and something to look forward to. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it.
100. I'm super excited for everything, but I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I have to think a week about it. Maybe I need a week.
Need some time for it, like to sink in and process. But yeah, what else has been happening? Like I was saying before, I did a VeVe, my own little VeVe meetup with in London this Saturday with Weisman, Mr. Falcon. There's VeVe, VeVe, and Maseroni, and yeah, we had a good time. We went to the Deadpool Wolverine. Then afterwards, we sort of just hit a comic book shop. So got a little bit of food, had a bit of a wander around London, and we went to this really cool pizza place too. It's called the Lost Boys Pizza. And if you're familiar with the old the 80s movie The Lost Boys, is basically a vampire themed pizzeria, and they served black doughed pizzas, which is very, very cool. And they had like pentagrams, like basically in like with the jalapenos, like it shaped as pentagrams on the pizzas and stuff like that. It's really cool. A lot of fun, and if anyone ever gets a chance to meet up with the fam in real life, I definitely recommend it, because there's nothing more awesome than actually hanging out with people in real life and sharing your passion of collecting and just chilling and just having a good time. So yes, that was my weekend. What about you, Josh? So how's your weekend been? I know you were doing a bit of streaming with Sven and Robbie.
Yes, sir. I was on a stream with them too. Just some client work, and then a lot of streaming. So streamed a few games with them. I did a stream where we watched back David's video with him talking on stage at Sunrise last year. That's something else we could talk about, actually.
Absolutely, yeah. Sorry, I couldn't make that stream either.
No, you're good. And then I did a stream with Evolved and Sven this morning. Got to chat with Felix as well. I don't know if he's in here, but we played a few more games over in Nifty Island, so that was fun.
Ah, very cool. But we John up to the stage. John, how are you, sir?
How are you, Osman? How are you doing? And Collectors Gone Digital, thank you for hosting too. I am super happy to be here, even though I'm in New York. I've been living vicariously through the people who have been to San Diego Comic-Con. Is wrapping up their last day, but I have some alpha for you guys.
Ooh, alpha.
Now, here we go. So we have some Peach Momoko fans in the house. I see Hinata, I see D, I see other people.
Yep.
Now, you're not going to be able to find this anywhere else because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1 got just rebooted, like literally just now, right? So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1 came out. They made 30 billion variants, right? And you're like, oh, which one do I get, right? I mean, I even paid like $50 for the 1 out of 50 variant, right? Or actually 1 out of 100 variant, I think, of Peach Momoko. But it was a normal trade. And I was like, oh, I mean, I love this thing, but I mean, you're not going to put out a virgin copy? I'm telling you, there's a virgin copy out there. Only at San Diego Comic-Con. And not only is it a virgin copy, it is a foil virgin copy. There is a foil virgin copy of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1 by Peach Momoko. You can go on eBay. You can see it right now. Already confirmed sales for 100. I'm just telling you, like, you cannot find it at the con because it's only out of one shop, which is called ANZ Comics. And they're not selling it on the floor. They're selling it some off-campus site that it's crazy. And so if you want a copy, and we're in the fam, so you guys know who Mahalo is. You guys know who Key Collector 98 is.
Yes,
hit
sir.
either of those guys up. They have extra copies. Hit them up in the DMs, and they'll do you solid. And I just wanted to give that public service announcement to the folks here, especially to the Peach lovers, especially to the Turtles lovers, that it does exist. They have it in their hands. Go hit them up.
Yeah,
John, Key showed me the TMT one. They also have it's like a foil lenticular cover. Oh my god, it's fucking amazing.
Nice.
I'm so jealous of all those people at San Diego Comic-Con. You don't even know, but I'm more than happy that those guys are out there helping us out, us poor folks who are not at the con, who just wish we could be getting these kind of things in our hands as ASAP. So there you go. There's a little PSA for you guys. Have at it.
That's it. We love you all, and we're so glad you're all having a fantastic time. But at the same time, we hate you and wish we were there celebrating it with you. No, I love it.
Have you Aslan, have you seen the new Deadpool movie yet?
Have I seen the new Deadpool movie? Let me think. Hell yes, I have. I went and saw it in London with some of the VeVe fam on Saturday. Have you seen it, sir?
I have seen it as of yesterday, and thank goodness I have seen it, because Twitter is out of control right now.
Oh my!
Just spoiling everything left and right. It's ridiculous how much people don't care about other people, because they're just spoiling everything. They're even spoiling
Chris,
clips.
log off now. Log off now.
It's so bad out there in social media. It's so bad. I know some people say, "Oh, I can't get to it until next week." I'm like, you are not going to be able to dodge news about this for a whole nother week. It's impossible. Unless you throw your phone into the ocean, you're not going to be able to avoid. So, I mean, if you can, try to go see this thing ASAP. There's so much we want to also talk about with y'all, but we can't do that because not everyone has seen it. But there's just so much good stuff out of this thing. I'm sure we cannot wait to talk about.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I mean, for me personally, I have a reinvigorated love of NSYNC.
Not that was in the preview, guys. He's allowed to say that. It's not a spoiler.
That's
but
it.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That's it. Like, you know, there'll be a scene in that movie where I guarantee you'll be sitting in your seat singing "Bye Bye Bye" by NSYNC, and you will love it.
Oh, there were so many epic moments, and the fact that moment happened when that moment happened, and the way that it happened. It was so Deadpool, wasn't it? So it was like setting expectations for a rated R movie. It was crazy.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was awesome.
It was awesome, and yeah, like I said, like, you know, you won't leave that cinema disappointed. There's a few characters in there that we knew were going to pop up just from past spoilers. There's a couple in there that I didn't expect, so you'll be happy when that happens. And but yeah, it is amazing, and you'll love it. And just some of the pot shots they take, like, you know, at Disney, at Hugh, and like, you know, just some of the little like jokes here and there, like these sort of like just like you just laugh out loud. It's great.
Oh yeah, some of that stuff got personal. I'm like, oh my god, did they okay that? Or like, you know, like you said, the parent company. I'm like, can they say that? It's like, how are they not getting in trouble here? But the amazing thing is because Ryan Reynolds says, guys, it's a Deadpool movie. What? We're not going to be able to like talk and break the fourth wall. And then he just took that way beyond what I'm sure the execs thought they would. It's crazy.
Exactly. I mean, like, there's an interview with Kevin Feige at the moment where they basically said, like, the one thing that Disney was full on against was the use of drug use in the movie, because like in the past Deadpool movies, there've been a lot of, like, you know, use of like cocaine and a few other things like that. And they said, like, in this one, we want to try and dial that down to a very like minimum, if not anything. And in typical Deadpool fashion, they just ran with that, and they made that like a running joke throughout the whole movie.
Oh man, it was just like the inferences about it and like the ways they were getting around it but not getting around it. It was just like, and they mentioned him by name multiple times. It was like they were not letting it go. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Sorry. I gotta go help my wife. I'll be right back. Hold on.
Yeah, go on, go on. So I'm just looking in the comments here saying this is there's something Noz just posted. Yeah, Noz, I've just seen you post this in the comment. This is kind of what I'm talking about. But yeah, that was like my favorite scene in the whole movie.
I was just giving a shout out to
Death Bunny.
Death Bunny. Oh, when he made that, I was like, that was spot on. It was awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah. Informant says, I will never love NSYNC. No, so well, for me, me personally, growing up in the day, the Backstreet Boys were the #1 band of all time, but NSYNC was definitely a close second. Good old young Justin back in the day.
If anyone's interested, is it Netflix? Netflix has a history of NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. From who produced them. Ron Perlman, or not Ron Perlman. John Perlman? I can't remember his name. But it's kind of interesting. I was watching it before I nodded off last night.
Right.
How he created the bands, and then it was interesting. To me, it was like the Marvel versus DC. It's right. You can't just have one brand and survive on it. You have to build competition, and that's why NSYNC was created. It's fascinating to watch this. So. If anyone hasn't seen it, check that out. Get some old school bebop tunes going on. It's great.
I think I might have to jump into one of our casuals karaoke space and start busting out like some NSYNC or Backstreet Boys or something. or save it for when we get to Vegas and like we can get it down to Ninja Karaoke and bust it out.
There you go.
There you go. But we've got L Batman Mike up to the stage as well. Batman, how are you, sir?
Hello. I'm just on my way back home from San Diego. Got a 2-hour drive back, give or take. A little bit hungover, feeling absolutely wrecked from this weekend, but it was a blast. Got to see Nas Clint, although it was only brief, but yeah, I was just like absolutely trashed after this weekend, and like, but it was so much fun. Like, I think this is like the first time I've been to an event this big. And it was a little overwhelming at times because like constantly heard, oh, this thing's happening, oh, this other thing's happening, and like just trying to like do everything was just impossible. And it's like props to Mahalo, who like somehow does it all. I was following him around for a little bit. I'd constantly be like, where's Mahalo? He's like, oh, he's suddenly at this place, and like he got himself a art gem copy of something, and I'm like, he was right next to me like 2 seconds ago. He wins a prize, comes back, and it's like like he is wild. And like I was getting my bearings a little. I was figuring out how like to get some exclusives and things like that.
Yep.
Wasn't able to get anything too crazy because like a lot of it for me was a learning experience on like how these things even work. But I did have a blast. Got to meet a lot of the VeVe fam. Got to go to Sanjay's party, which was really fun. Got to meet a lot of the people that I hadn't met before.
Nice.
Yeah, and then like the only one I didn't make it was to the one last night. I was absolutely trashed, and like, yeah, I couldn't, like, I just couldn't go all the way back there. Like, I ended up hanging out with some friends at a Bard close to our Airbnb that was like a few minutes away. Like, it was funny because we're like, hey, do you guys want to meet up like around 9? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Got there. I was back at the Airbnb by 10 o'clock. I was like, that's it. Like, I couldn't hang anymore. So that's the kind of like days we've been having. It's wild out there. Definitely worth it. I'm hoping I can make it again next year. But yeah, like it was absolutely fun.
That's good. I'm so glad to hear that. I mean, like, I've seen like all across like on X and that, like everyone seems like they're having such a great time. Like everyone's like posing with the artists, meeting people in real life. Yeah, and like you're saying, some of those parties, they look pretty intense. I mean, like, I'm a little bit concerned for when I eventually get out to Vegas and start partying with everybody. I think I'm going to get wiped out the first night.
Oh, we're so I'm most likely to be in Vegas. Like I do have my ticket. Yeah, so I'm just like trying to get a couple other things ready. Like there's a chance I might not make it only because I have a couple other events happening.
Right.
But if I can get one more person to like ride with me over there, I'll probably be able to go. And like my brother said he might come with me and stuff. So I'm like, if he comes along, that'll make the trip a lot easier because I'm in LA. And just that 5-hour drive is what's like making me think twice about it. But we'll see. Like there's a high probability I'll be there, so most likely we'll meet up. But yeah, like let's we're out there, like let's party, man.
I had to get a pair of pliers to pry open the patio door, but my job is done. I pinned up on top that book I was talking about. Take a look at that foil version.
Oh yeah, dude, I saw that. I saw Mahalo had one, and like I wanted to get one, so I went to the booth that they had it, but they didn't have it there, so I just had no idea where to get it.
Yeah, that's nice.
So crazy. I can't believe I paid $50 for the trade. If I knew this existed, I would not have done that.
And it's like this is like which was no. But hey, what you gonna do? But yeah, no, I mean,
what you gonna do?
What you gonna do? Yeah, no, that is a lovely piece.
Mike, by the way, for the Vegas trip, we'll communicate. I have an extra seat. I just need to tell the wifey because I'm taking the family. But we'll talk on the side, bro.
Ooh.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, like let me know what's up.
All
I
right.
just had a feeling they would make a version of this because it was too nice of a cover to leave as a trade. You know, I'm like, why are they making a ratio a trade? Even my dog Toki is mad about that.
Yeah, as I say, he sounds quite concerned. So, what's his name? Sorry, Toki.
Toki, yeah, is Korean for rabbit, and
Right.
Samoyeds are white, so it's like a white rabbit.
Very cool. So it sounds like Toki has spoken, and Toki is not pleased.
Toki always speaks too loudly, and she is always not pleased about something. Believe me, she's a futter.
Yeah. So, Joe, what about you? Do you have any thoughts on the recent announcement that Robert Downey Jr. is going to be playing Doctor Doom?
Yeah, I was in a space with Key and Brian Madrigal, and we were talking. And he is the biggest MCU fan you will find anywhere, right? Like he was calling from Mexico to talk about this thing. He was so excited. So there is a rumor that because he was introduced not as Doctor Doom but as Victor Von Doom, that even though in the comic books there are some instances of Tony Stark becoming Doctor Doom or Iron Man becoming Doctor Doom, or you know, or what do you call it, Vincent, whatever, you know, the guy who plays Doctor Doom actually being Iron Man. None of those things are going to happen. Because of the way he was introduced, the rumor is Robert Downey Jr. as our actor, a real life actor, is going to actually play a Victor Von Doom Doctor Doom. And so he's going to have nothing to do with Iron Man. Like, forget Iron Man. It's going to be all him as an actor being Victor Von Doom in some other universe other than the 616. And then because of kind of, you know, whatever plot devices they're going to use before Secret Wars, because Secret Wars could bring anybody from anywhere together, right? So he's going to probably be pretty much pulled from another, you know, universe, and then operate in the 616, and then people will get really confused in the 616 because he looks just like Iron Man. But he's not Iron Man. He's never been Iron Man. He's always been Victor Von Doom in that universe, who has become Doctor Doom in that universe. So I think that's the way they're going to play it. And because they do it that way, and as you know, the MCU kind of likes to stay anchored in the 616.
Yep.
I agree with what you said before. I don't think it's a permanent kind of deal. I think it's going to be like for this like two-parter movie kind of deal. And then either he's going to step aside or whatever it is. But there has to be a 616 Doom, right? I mean,
definitely,
it's got to be out there, but it just cannot be RDJ, because RDJ in the 616 obviously is Iron Man and Tony Stark. Yeah. So yeah, it remains to be seen how he's going to be used. But of course, I'm really excited to see him back in any role in the MCU. He always brings it when he brings it, but it'll be interesting how he's going to bring it. That is all speculation for the next couple of years.
Definitely. Because I believe filming starts in 2026, I believe.
Yeah, and the fact that the filming is already starting the Fantastic Four, and you would think there would be some Doctor Doom in there. Now it seems like there isn't going to be, right? And so it's going to be all about Silver Surfer and Galactus. The preview of Galactus like peering through the windows. Yep. And also, I didn't like that either, because Galactus is planet-sized, right? So he's huge, right? And so if he is only big enough to look in the window King Kong style, he is shrimpy compared to how big he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be like celestial sized, right? Like, and you saw how big Arishem was in the Eternals.
Right. Yeah.
That's as big as a freaking island.
That guy was scary.
Yeah, so that's what Galactus is supposed to be. And so I kind of didn't like that little like peekaboo thing, because that doesn't fit Galactus' style. But I don't know. Like we'll see where they'll take it, but it looks like they'll take it cosmically, and they won't necessarily, you know, be street level with it off the get-go. Street level to me would be the true origin story of Doctor Doom, which is Doctor Doom. I mean, Victor and Reed Richards meet in college. You know, they realize they're the two smartest people in the room, you know, and then, you know, they have a history and a well-defined history. And then, you know, you take it from there. So I think that would be better for a character of Von Doom if you want him to continue in MCU as Iron Man has continued in MCU. but it doesn't seem like they're going to take it this route. There's only 3 more years to go, right? So that's not enough time to really build anything around Doctor Doom. So I think he's going to be thrown in there like Thanos was kind of thrown in there, maybe a teaser here and there in a movie before. But yeah, the 2-parter is going to kind of use him as a cinematic foil versus building an entire narrative around. So that's my guess for RDJ's version of Doctor Doom, and it remains to be seen whether or not they're going to continue on the narrative with a 616 Doom.
Yeah, another one that's going to be interesting to see if they can do anything with is that with Kang. See what's going to happen with Kang, if they're just going to write him out, or just like we're just going to just disregard Kang altogether and just like move straight into Doom and just hope everyone forgets about him.
Yeah, I think it's the latter. I think the announcement of RDJ and Doom and the hype and the fact that the Avengers movie has been changed from the Kang Dynasty to Doctor Doom means that no one wants to talk about Kang anymore. So we're just going to pretend like it doesn't exist, and the vestiges of it will just be like the TVA, like the recent mention in Loki and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So that's all you're going to get. And it's just going to survive as a background device instead of a forefront story, I think, and that would best serve, like perhaps a vehicle to get everyone together for Secret Wars, but it in itself will not be the big baddie anymore. I think the big baddie is going to be a focus on Doctor Doom for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Like Kang's gone from Kang, he's gone from Kang to Bruno, because we don't talk about Bruno.
No, we definitely don't talk about Bruno.
No, very cool. What about Batman or Noz or exhibitions? Does anyone else have anything they'd like to chime in on?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, John was saying about Galactus, and peeking through the window, and the thing is with Galactus is that he's so huge. Is that sorry, I just came from the bedroom. I'm super excited.
No, that's cool. He just can't contain it.
But he's so huge that people are like boxed to him, so he doesn't pay attention to small people, and he's pretty much looking directly at those humans. And normally in the comics, it's not like that because he's a higher being. He just doesn't care. He doesn't see. We don't see flies. So yeah, that was one thing, and there was another thing I wanted to touch upon, but I don't know. It will come back.
It'll come back to you. No, for sure. What about you, Chris? How are you going for time? Oh, are you still even here? That's what. Maybe he's sitting in the cinema right now, getting ready to watch Deadpool. What about you, Josh?
Oh, sorry, I was on mute.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, no, Chris, I was just asking how are you going for time?
I got about 10 minutes, and then we're just feed the kids so they don't cost me a small fortune in the theater, and then head out. Well, they're older teens, so it's but okay. Movie theaters are expensive.
Oh, mate, tell me about it.
We got to stop at the store and buy some treats on the way.
Yeah. Is your cinema quite good about taking outside food in?
There's signs everywhere. They discourage it because they want their 200% markups on stuff.
Of course they do.
But they don't go through your stuff too much. It's like if you go in with a heavy backpack that weighs 100 pounds,
they might get a little concerning.
Yeah. Yeah. So sorry, I missed the question because I was getting yelled at. But what was?
Oh no, I was just saying if you had just asking how you're going for time, and if you had anything else you wanted to chime in about the conversation about anything about the Fantastic Four and Galactus. We're saying the little teaser for Galactus was a little underwhelming because he's supposed to be celestial size, not like playing peekaboo in a window.
I don't know if anyone saw the. I mean, I wasn't there, but the footage on X about the Galactus rising up above the backdrop that they did, I think, with the drones. If you haven't seen that,
I think so.
That was that was a piece of marketing. I sent that to my creative director at our agency office, and he just blew them away. We use drones to, do footage for clients all the time, but I don't think we have however many. They must have had 1,000 of them. How they coordinate that, but he just came up, and boy, his head was big. So This big, huge purple Galactus. I love it. I've got some physical Galactus books from, oh boy, I picked up back in the early 80s and stuff, and I've been holding on to them ever since. But I think that's going to be a pretty fun one. And I agree. Who said it earlier? It's not the purpley cloud anymore. Like, it's a character. I think that's just going to be really cool to see.
Yeah, well, that's it. Like, I've actually got a physical form. We've got an actor along the way to sort of go with it now as well. Yeah, it's not just like a cloud of stuff, which is very sort of like a which is very.
And it's the original, right? It's the big helmet. And, yeah, it should be fun. I'm pretty intrigued to see how they're going to do that. So, but all these pieces, I still go back to that chat Aaron and I had that one time, right? Like, we see all this stuff on VeVe that comes out, and it's just sort of there, and then people forget about them, and the prices kind of flop and all this stuff. And it usually seems to be about a year and a half, 2.5 years, and then all of a sudden, that's why they drop Silver Surfer. That's why they drop the Dooms. That's why they, all of the stuff. And then, of course, you go and you look right now in Fantastic Four #5. I was picking those up 2-3 weeks ago for $4 a piece.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Right? They 3x'd in 2 weeks just because of this one little announcement. Right? And so, not financial advice. That's always my thing, where I had no problem paying $60, $80, $100 for some of those things a couple of years ago, and then now they're $4 or $5. I'll stack them up, and right now I have a whole bunch of them at a low price point. But I mean, those are just fantastic books. But that's the interesting part. I always talk about watching these dynamics between the app. It's like the comic collectors that know these characters would be looking at this going, oh my God, you're scooping these up as fast as you can. Those that aren't collectors, that haven't grown up with these historical moments and these significant characters, right? It just doesn't seem to have that connection. So I love it. For me, it's been great. So to see these types of characters coming to the big screen, I can't wait. So,
yeah, that's exciting.
Fun.
Yeah, it's exciting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, actually,
that might be a fun one to read. I don't know if you've done that on Get to the Comics yet, but
with the FA Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
No.
FF5.
No, I have not. But I could definitely heavily consider it. So if anyone's up for it,
I'd listen.
Okay. Yeah. No. I'll definitely consider it. I mean, it's a fun story if I remember right. I think it's like they go back and get them to go back in time and steal like some pirate gold or something like that off the top of my head.
Yeah. They're all fun. I'm just trying to remember what movie was it where they showed Doom's castle in the background? Who can jump in and remind me what movie that just was? Everything's blurry.
Doom's castle in the background.
Yeah, what movie was that? It came out last year. Oh my God.
Was it
it was in one of the Disney Plus series. It'll come to me. Sorry, it's gone right out of my head.
Okie then, right?
Yeah, was it Moon Knight? I think it was Moon Knight. Right at the start of Moon Knight. That's what it was. He's running away in this field, and he's actually running from Doom's castle.
Oh, okay, I didn't even notice that. In
Lithuania, or whatever that country's called.
Yeah.
So, you see these little Easter eggs planted everywhere, right? And it's just like, oh, this is fun. So something's coming with Doom, and then here we are.
Yeah, I'll have to go back and rewatch that. That must have totally went over the top of my head.
Oh, you wouldn't know, right? Most people that you just watching them run away from something. This is where my inner geekism, right? Like, I'll watch the show the first time around with the family or whatever, and I'll enjoy it because the camera always wants you looking at a certain thing, right? You're always centered on the main activity, the main character going on. But those of us that do filming, right? You're always going to plant stuff in the background. So that's where I go the second time around and I watch it. And I watch it very slowly, very carefully. Sometimes I'll pause, like, okay, let's look at the background. Who are the stand-ins? Who are the characters that are in the periphery that you don't see? What's on the walls? What are the buildings? What are the scenes? Everything is telling a story within the story. Right? That's why. And when that those QR codes that Marvel put in to get a free copy of Moon Knight 1 or whatever it was, right? That's just fantastic stuff. But yeah, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to see that because you watch the show, you move on. But then you go back and it's like, there's Doom's castle. Like, it's an exact replica of what you'd see in the books, right? And it's like, that has to mean something. Now, when did Moon Knight come out? What, 2 years ago?
Yeah, something like that.
Gone. You kind of just, everyone's attention spans these days is so short. So you don't put all these things together, right? But if you're actually going back and then watching, it's this massive, just storylines. They're connecting everything together. Now, I don't know how Moon Knight's going to fit into all this. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. But there's all these things. That's why I love listening to Richard when he's talking about this stuff. Because it's like, yeah, Doom and Storm had this thing going on. And, it just, the knowledge is so intense. I love it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's got like crazy comic knowledge. I'm sure he's about to share with us some more. So,
yeah.
What you got, Richard?
Yeah, well, he was just talking about the castle from Doom, and I don't know if we discussed it before, but the ending of X-Men '97, you got you see, so they meet Apocalypse, right?
That's right. Yep.
And then you see that sort of pyramid city, and that is Ramatut, and Ramatut is one of the variants of Kang the Conqueror. It is Kang the Conqueror who sits in there. So that again ties it all together. It's just one big universe. So that's Kang the Conqueror in there. Yeah.
Oh, fun fact.
Maybe we see some Kang go into the animated series because that could be a better way to do it than the full-fledged theatrical, which is very expensive, right? And and with all the stuff that's gone on with Jonathan and the movement away from Kang, maybe that's the way they connect it back.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because that way they can still use the character without being associated with the actor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get away a lot with the animated stuff, right? It's faster sometimes, but you have to still write the story in, of course. But
That's intriguing.
We'll see.
Yeah, it's an intriguing idea. I like it. Yeah, but like I said, we'll just have to see. Stay tuned. But I'm definitely going to have to go back and rewatch that first episode of Moon Knight now and to like pick up the castle.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think it's right in the opening scenes too, if I'm not mistaken. I might have to go back and rewatch it too.
Yeah, definitely.
Wonder if the QR code still works. Get a couple more free copies of the book.
Yeah, try it.
Keep stacking.
That's it. Keep stacking. Josh. So, Josh, did you have anything you wanted to talk about or chime in on? Sorry, been a little quiet there in the background.
Yeah, no. It's my fault. I don't mean to be so quiet. I'm enjoying the combo. It's an amazing combo. I just can't really add anything to it. So that's all. But no, I appreciate everyone who's speaking. It's been awesome.
Yeah, that's.
And again, Richard, I love listening to your perspective, man. Everything that you were saying earlier was so interesting. I never really thought about any of that. So appreciate you, man.
Yeah, definitely. And on that note as well, I appreciate everybody taking the time out of the busy day to come and chill in the space with us. See a lot of returning faces, a few new ones. In case you're joining us for the first time, this is Web V Weekends, episode 39, basically where we like to basically geek out and talk about all nerdy stuff, ranging from Marvel to DC to Star Wars, Disney, all that fun stuff. But we predominantly cover VeVe, which is the digital platform, which is specialized all that premium IP and all that good stuff. But we also open to talking about other platforms as well. So we sometimes cover Cryptoys, McFarlane, Candy. And other projects which anyone might find interesting, because that's what it's all about. Like, sometimes you might be collecting something that none of us have ever heard of, and want to share it. And that's what this space is all about. It's collecting, connecting with others, and just providing a space for us all to sort of come together and share our passion and love of collecting in whatever form that might be. But yeah, John.
Oh, I just forgot to say one thing, and I don't think I've actually mentioned it in any other spaces yet. During San Diego Comic-Con, they actually treat that also like the Oscars, right? Like the awards, the Academy Awards, that kind of thing, for comic books. And so that's called the Eisner Awards, right? And so Will Eisner is just one of the greatest ever, comic book artists ever. And he created what a lot of people considered the first like mega stardom, comic strip out there called The Spirit. Right, so Will Eisner is just a legend, right? So they named the awards after him. Now, there are two names that won this year that I just want to mention.
Mhm.
One, which is, of course, Peach Momoko.
Yep.
The first time that she won for Best Cover Artist was in 2021. And once she won that award, her star changed. All of a sudden, she started getting serious play in the industry. And like, as you know, she has a freaking X-Men title now. It's meteoric how the industry pays attention when you're known as the best at something, right?
Mm.
And so I want to say congratulations to Peach Momoko again, because she just won Best Cover Artist of 2024. So she's a 2-time Eisner Award winner. She has obviously not lost a step. So congratulations to Peach. The second one that I want to mention is that sometimes in Oscars you will have ones not just for a contribution happened within a given year, but a lifetime recognition award, right? Or if you're in sports, it would be like being in the Hall of Fame for something, right?
Yep.
So they do have that for Eisner as well. So the Eisner Hall of Fame winner for 2024, who's enshrined for a lifetime of achievement in the comic book industry this year, is Jim Lee. So I want to say congratulations to Jim Lee for getting into the Eisner Hall of Fame this year. Well deserved. Started in Marvel, went to Image to start his own company, Wildstorm Productions. Wildstorm got bought out by DC,
Mhm.
and then he's been at DC ever since. And now he is the boss at DC Comics. It's crazy. So he is definitely deserving of the award. Congrats to Jim. So and just me personally, of course, I like following closely the career paths of Asian American artists, and Peach, who's a native Japanese, and
Mhm.
Jim, who is a Korean American. It's just awesome when you see artists just reach this level of stature in an industry that you care so much about. So that's why, of course, congrats to all the other winners, of course, but those are just two names I just wanted to bring up because I really, really, really follow Jim Lee and Peach Momoko in particular, and I love that they got recognized this year.
Yeah, that is awesome. So this is for them. And that one. No, that's very cool. Congratulations to both of them then. So yeah, and like to get that sort of level of we'll go with like street cred, clout, so recognition, whatever you want to call it, is like amazing. So big congratulations to them.
Oh yeah, and this definitely opens doors in the industry. Like San Diego Comic-Con in particular you should also consider where deal making happens, right? So after this, I'm sure a lot of people will be knocking on doors, So I love hearing about this kind of stuff. I will try to find actually a full list of the Eisner Award winners. I won't post it up on top, but I'll put it in the comment box in the bottom right. Let me go and find that, and I'll put it over there.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, that'd be interesting to do. Like, I've heard of it, but I don't know a lot about it. So yeah, it'd be cool to sort of learn a bit more about it. But now we have up to the stage, Fro. What's up?
Oz, can you hear me?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, we got you. Can you hear us?
Perfect. Yeah, I can hear you. I'm just kind of in a spotty reception spot. I just want to pop in real quick and say hi to everybody. Hey, Oz. Hey, Josh.
In saying that, he doesn't actually want to say hi. He wants to say, "What's up?
What's up?"
No, awesome. How is San Diego Comic-Con, sir? I see you having a fantastic time.
This year was insane. It was good. Floor was kind of open. Panels were back. No writers' strike. Everybody were, kind of just where they wanted to be, and left the floor kind of somewhat better than last year. But still crowded. Don't get me wrong. It's just you can actually see the floor in some spots as you're walking around. So lines are still long, super long. But it's overall good time. I guess Deadpool and Wolverine came out full force this year.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir. Have you seen it yet?
I have not. I'm going to watch the movie. I think Anon and I are going to probably check it out on Tuesday night.
Nice. Yeah, we were just saying, like, we just had a bit of a discussion about it beforehand, saying, yeah, if you when you do eventually go to see it, you won't be disappointed. The hype is real, and you'll love it.
Oh, that's what everybody was telling me. I was at the VeVe booth. They're like, "Bro, have you seen it?" I'm like, "No." They're like, "Oh, there's a cameo in there that you're gonna like, you're gonna love." I'm like, "Don't spoil it."
Oh yes, there is. Yes, I can attest to that. I can just imagine you leaping out of your seat. So yeah, make sure you hold on.
We'll do. Hey, Chris. Hey, Nas. Sorry, I didn't get to say hi to you the first time around. Hey, John.
Well, good, bro. Love your videos. Love watching you share what so many of us can't experience. So it's been great.
Yeah, and that was the whole kind of premise behind the thing, was bringing Comic-Con for those that are not able to attend, just to your living room in the comfort of your own home, watch from your sofa. So yeah, hopefully it'll be an ongoing thing if D's still up for it. If not, maybe I can pair up with another streamer, and maybe we could do it again next year.
Yeah, it's great, man. Fantastic. I also loving the Captain America backpack you've been rocking as well. Like, very, very cool.
Oh yeah, thank you. A lot of compliments on that one. I was really surprised. I just picked that up a couple of years back. Can't find them really online for sale anymore. Not the one I have. It's just it's just something nostalgic. I had to have it, so I felt like it was a perfect time to rock it. No better time than Comic-Con.
Yes, sir. So what about hopefully it hasn't been all work for you at Comic-Con. Like, have you managed to pick up anything for yourself, for your collection? Did you manage to meet any of the artists that you've been dying to meet? So tell us a little about your experience for you.
Yeah, I got to meet Vincent from Addiction. Talked to the artist from Zero Ghost. Got to hang out with David Yu for a bit, yeah, and got to see Todd McFarlane.
Oh wow!
So yeah, I didn't really pick up anything for myself. I picked up a few things here and there, just to maybe give away during a live stream on the Real Uncommon podcast, and got some gifts just to send out later on for everyone, and maybe I might go. I think we're done for the day. So Anon might have some stuff he'd like to contribute to the giveaways as well. So yeah, man, good times.
No, fantastic. So there's no wild parties left to do. So just go home, chill, relax, recover.
Oh yeah, I am partied out, believe it or not. I just could not believe it was go. So yeah, I'm looking forward to just sitting on the couch and just catching up for a while.
Yeah. And did you manage to get in on any of the drops while you've been there? Like, did you go for the Sentinels or the Wolverine or anything like that?
I did. I got uncommon pretty much from everything. No secret rares for me.
Nah, very cool. Actually, on that note, let's how about we transition into a little bit of VeVe talk. Unless anybody has anything else they want to say about the recent announcement of Robert Downey Jr. or anything about San Diego Comic-Con or anything else we want to add, and we'll do a little VeVe talk.
Nothing more to add.
No, sir, I don't. Nice one. All right, well, let's talk a little VeVe. So we've still let's cue this one. Let's talk VeVe and let's do a little bit of shopping. Such a happy go happy tune. Probably not so happy for your wallet in case you hear actually what's going on in the market. So, ladies and gentlemen, so just recently we just had the drop of the Sentinel, and as far as I can tell, it has not sold out. Let me just go over here. Oh, now my laptop decides it wants to play up. Thank you very much. Yeah, so right now the Sentinel dropped for 15 gems, I believe. And right now, the common is sitting on the floor at 4 gems and 44 frags. So unfortunately, the uncommon is getting absolutely annihilated. But in saying that, is also good if you're looking to pick yourself up one on the cheap. So that is available there if you want it. Actually, before we get too far into it, I should probably have to do this one too.
We interrupt this program to bring you an important announcement.
Nothing said on this channel or podcast or anything comes out of my mouth is classed as financial advice. The only advice that I always give, and I praise to the absolute high heavens, is that you enjoy your collecting experience, collect what you love, and make sure, if you haven't had a chance to go and see it, go and see the new Deadpool and Wolverine movie, and try it. If you can do it spoiler free, fantastic. If not, I know it's very, very hard to traverse the internet because it's all out there now. You will not be disappointed, and you will love every second of it. And also, as well, if you can, buy yourself a quality air fryer because it will change your cooking experience for the rest of your life, as it did mine. And now back to this. And now back to the show. It's always fun.
Beautiful.
Thank you. So back to what I was saying. So the uncommon was sitting at 4 gems and 44 frags. So that's kind of hovering around that point at the moment.
I love it.
Now secret rare if I can find it. Another one will come as well as the addiction crafting event because I'm a little bit salty about that, but we'll get into that in just a second. No. So the secret rare is currently sitting at 180 gems on the floor. So yeah, if you manage to nab yourself a secret rare Sentinel, you're not doing too bad.
Just grabbed uncommon 6501 for 480.
Nice.
FA 65. X-Men 14.
Oh, see?
These hidden gems are out there. You just gotta
see when you're a mint hunter, you need to know these things. But,
sorry, Informant. I don't know if he's still on here.
He's probably cursing you right now, going no. We had the Sentinels drop. We recently just had what happened else today? Oh yes, the addiction crafting event. Did anyone happen to craft themselves an addiction comic? Because I went for it, and it went a little bit screwy.
I didn't. Was that the one you had to have the secret rare?
Yeah, no. Well, there was two of them. So there was the one with the secret rare where you had to have 2 copies of either the addiction number 1 or number 2 of the secret rare, and you could burn those 2 copies, and it could be in any combination. That gets you basically the secret rare sort of frame. If you manage to get yourself one of them, I think that's doing quite well in the market at the moment. I think that was going for 1,000 gems last time I looked. Let's see if I can find it.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's doing really well. But if you were trying to go for the ultra rare comic, which I call the Clarissa variant, the crafting mechanics, didn't happen. Didn't work at all. I tried to craft for it. It was only registering the addiction number 1, whereas I had the number 2 comic which I intended to burn. So that didn't happen. Then they sort of got rid of it, then brought it back again. But then it's suddenly gone from you need 3 because originally you need 3 comics of any rarity of the addiction 1 or 2, any combination, any rarity, and then you craft for this for the ultra rare comic. That changed from having 3 to 6. So that doubled, and I didn't have enough, and all of a sudden the thing is sold out. So that was a little disappointing, but what you gonna do? But but I was just curious. Did anyone else have any luck crafting the addiction comic? Did anyone go for it? Did anyone get themselves a frame?
I did not, but it's nice looking.
It is a very, very nice cover.
Yeah.
So we had that one. So that was that sort of happened. And what else did we have? Oh yeah, we had the Wolverine. So the Wolverine was another sort of all over the place drop. So let me. So Chris, I know you picked yourself up a Wolverine or 2.
That set me back a year.
I did it now.
Yeah, I picked up a few.
Oh yeah, had to dig deep for that one.
I dug deep. Surprisingly, I like the uncommon the best. I just like the pose. So I got the ultra rare, my 398 match, and then just picked up a whole bunch of those uncommons. I do like the fact they're animated across all 3. So I think sometimes is that maybe what impacts things like Ant-Man and Sentinels if the uncommons aren't animated, but
Yeah. Well,
I just think that's a great way for a lot of people to get in and have one of those, right, and be able to play around with it.
yeah, I mean, though I was a little. I mean, it's cool as animated. So I was a little bit like disappointed, like at the level of animation. Like it's cool, like, with the claws pop in, pop out, and Wolverine's like sort of like doing that heavy breathing thing. But it kind of seems like they're sort of going for the approach of like making it like a really detailed, lovely collectible at the sacrifice of like animation and movement. Does anyone else sort of get that kind of feel?
100%.
Mm.
I don't know if I have that exact feeling, but I know there's definitely a lot of controversy around the level of differentiation between the animations. Because I know a lot of people were saying that there wasn't much of a difference between the uncommon and then the rarest one.
Because I
was gonna ask, what is there a difference? I don't have the secret rare one.
Well, let's have a look. Right now, the
well, that's the thing, right? Like they're so similar that it's kind of hard to even tell them apart, right?
Yeah, because if that's the case, like, why wouldn't you just get the cheap one?
Exactly. Yeah. Well, right now the ultra rare, the uncommon, sorry, the cheapest one is going for 14 gems and 19 frags on the floor.
Yeah.
So I think that had a 40 gem price point. Was it 40 gems? Sounds about right.
That was the drop.
That was the drop. Yeah. So So if you went for it on drop and you got yourself an uncommon, you're probably not too happy right now. But ultra rare is going for 39 gems and 99 frags on the floor. So not doing too bad. But that secret rare is going for. It's currently going for 362 gems. So that's the winner at the moment. And and like you're saying, like in the way of like animations and poses and stuff, the uncommon and the secret rare are very, very similar. Whereas I think the uncommon is crouched down just a little bit more.
Yeah.
I haven't looked it up on the set list, but is there a premium for holding this set? Like some sets you get great MCP, like the Disney and stuff like that. Some you don't. But I'll have to see.
I'm not sure about that one. I haven't seen it.
I'll look it up.
Animations aside, though, I think the collectible looks great.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100% looks amazing.
Wolverine brown suit. So if you have the whole set, it's 11.5 daily MCP.
Okay,
so it's pretty good.
Yeah, so not bad.
The blue and yellow is 2.25. It's a little less. So there is a benefit for holding the set, but it's about $430 to do it right now.
Yeah, but it's all about the scarcity, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because that secret rare is 125 available for the public. So
that's right.
All the whales they want one, and for me, I pulled seven Wolverines, and that was not my intention, because I wanted to buy 20 for the Sentinels. So I loaded some gems. And I was like, I'm gonna save these for the Sentinels. But I was on Josh's stream, and I got drunk, and I just pushed the button like 7 times. Like,
don't drink
in TV. Like
financial advice. Yeah.
This guy was in my chat. He's like, I got an uncommon. No, wait, a rare. No, wait, secret rare. No, wait, I got 2 secret rares. A rare. I sold one secret rare. I sold another one. I'm like, oh.
So I had all the rarities in my head. I was like, the uncommon, that one is just over 2,000. Ultra rares is a bit of a 500, and the other ones are like 125 or 150 versions. But then I saw Sven telling me, like, don't use MCP points. And I was like, wait, are there more versions? It's like, do I have a common? What's going on here? And then everyone was confused. But I'll tell you what did happen, though.
Yep.
I thought that I had a one secret rare. So I pulled 7. I got 1 secret rare, and then I tapped it, because you see that. What is it? Is it like a light, like the little icon, like the bulb, where you're in the store and you have one? But anyway, so I tapped it, and then I saw I had 2. I had 2 secret rares out of 7.
Yeah.
That was insane. That was absolutely insane. I never had that. So I was like, immediately I sold it for $4.99. I was like, boom, yeah, gone. And so then I bought a couple of comics. I got some secret rares. I got got a Blob, and I got a Astonishing X-Men. I mean, I already had it 3 times, but I want a 4th one.
What?
And then I was thinking, I was like, oh wait, the prices are going to drop, and I had a mint number 40, which is really cool. But I was like, the prices are going to drop, and I was like, fuck it, $4.99. And then it's the first time I made money on it, and then I spend it all on comics.
It's like, it's gone.
Yeah. I bought 100 comics. I got a couple of secret rares, and then I start stacking commons because lately, because my collection is pretty much complete, and I got from every secret rare of the X-Men, I got 2 or 3, except giant size X-Men, of course. But all the other ones, I got 2, 3, or 5, or 7. So I'm happy with that. And so now I'm starting to stack commons, and they're super cheap, just like Chris mentioned. I'm buying Gambits for $150. I mean, 1.5 gems.
Yeah.
I mean, what's going to happen?
That's 1980s pricing.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane.
Right?
That's a steal, isn't it? Absolute steal.
It's a steal. Well, even a book that hits the comic stores today is $4.99 retail.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right? And you wouldn't turn around and throw it away out in the street right after buying it. So it's just it's an oddity to me. But yeah, I love it, Richard. That's a great point.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
nice.
I started a couple of weeks ago, and I see people. So I buy 10 for 1.5 or 2 gems, and then the floor is like 4, and then a week later it's 2 again. It's okay. It just keeps going. And it's like, man, they're really eager to sell, and you see it now with the Wolverine as well. The Wolverine, the brown suit, that one is awesome, and they just dumping it for 15. And I bought an Ant-Man for 5. I was like, why not? Why not? I got myself an Ant-Man.
Yeah. Ant-Man's another one that just got absolutely obliterated in the market as well, because that was a 30 gem drop price, if I remember right.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
I love it. I got my 398 for $5.
I know,
Awesome.
crazy. Isn't it?
Let's go.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's perfect.
There you go. Right now it's going for the uncommon. Is it uncommon? Uncommon is going for 5 gems and 20 frags.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, and
I spent all my gems.
And the secret rare is going for 298 frags.
Yeah, I went.
Go on.
Well, I was gonna say, what's the? I haven't looked, but what's the secret rare cover on X-Men 14, the FA Sentinels? I think I picked that up in market
for just a panel with the Sentinel on the white background.
Yeah. I picked that up in the market for around $40, I think, and
it goes for 120. It doesn't come down. It's high since a long time. 114 is.
Is it the FA Sentinels?
Yeah.
Right now, that is currently going for. Let me have a quick look here. The common is going for 3 gems and 95 frags. The uncommon is going for 3 gems and 25 frags, so roughly about the same. The rare, which is that lovely black and white sketch variant, looks very, very cool. 10 gems and 75 frags. And our uncommon, 49 frags on the floor with only 2, 4, 5 in the store. And the secret rare is going for 139 gems with only 4 available.
Oh, finally, that was a smart choice. I don't make many, but yeah.
Yeah, all the secret rares, they only have like 150 editions or something. There's a lot of X-Men comics like that. Avengers Annual 10, Uncanny X-Men 28, Banshee. It doesn't have a lot. Havoc. I bought 2 Havoc because I sold Wolverine. That one only has, I think, 125 versions. There's a lot of them. And then I have 4. So that's amazing.
I guess it's the ultimate gamble, right? You think 125 is even now I think a lot of people in here are like, oh, yeah, whatever, 125. But you double our user base overnight, that's going to become an interesting scenario, right? Triple our user base. Like, these aren't big gains for what we have right now in terms of daily users, monthly users. So yeah, that could be interesting. But I'm getting the nod. It's 2 o'clock here. I've got to get rolling.
Yeah, mate. Oh,
I had quick comment. I'll leave. I just saw this, but I follow a guy named Wolverine. Hugh Jackman is Wolverine. His handle on Twitter is @WolverSteve.
I know him. He's the English fellow, yeah?
He's in England, yeah. So I was going to see if you knew him, but he's like a cosplay. I think he's one of the backup actors for Wolverine as well. He's always on set. He knows Hugh Jackman directly. Anyway, he puts out some great content on X, and he just posted Deadpool and Wolverine earned $438.3 million at the worldwide box office on its opening weekend. Biggest R-rated opening of all time. 8th biggest domestic opening of all time. So pretty cool. It seems like it's doing well, and I'm about to go add a few dollars.
Yeah. So. Go and happily contribute to it. Well, Chris, enjoy yourself. I hope you and the family have a fantastic time, and I want to hear all about it the next time you're able to jump in.
Will do. Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend. Talk to you in a bit.
Yeah, you too, Chris. Take care, mate.
Bye, guys.
Fantastic. All right. And just on that note as well, guys, I just want to say again, another big thank you to everybody who's taking the time out of their busy day to come and chill in the space with us and listen in. Much appreciated. Still see all the popular kids and some new faces listening in here with us. I still see Hinano and D still with us. Omar's with us. Double Quill still with us as well. Actually, I'll do a quick shout out to Double Quill as well. If you have not checked out her latest blog, which is What You Could Be Doing, which is Adventures in VeVe number 59. Definitely check that out. It's a nice little dig at basically what you could be doing instead of just staring at your stream or your screens or devices, looking at everybody have fun down at San Diego Comic-Con or whatever it is they might be doing. You could be out touching concrete, as she says, which I got quite a bit of a giggle out of. So yeah, if you haven't read it, definitely read it. It's always a very, very entertaining read. I did also see oh, he's gone now. I was going to give him a shout out, but Rising Star Larry was listening there in the background as well. I want to give him a massive shout out. I see him popping up all over the place, having amazing guests on his channel. Chillin' and Vibin'. And yeah, I think the latest one I just saw, part of the VeVe fam, is that he had Fanny. I can never say it. Fanny Carboni, our French representative. But yeah, it looks like another fantastic interview. I've had the pleasure of being on his channel as well, and yeah, really, really solid dude and a great member of the community. And what else have I got here? I was trying quickly to get over the community shout out stuff because we've had such an awesome conversation about what's been happening over San Diego Comic-Con. We sort of like overlooked all the community part of it. So I'll quickly go over that real quick. We've recently just had Mr. Falcon just dropped the VeVe news, which is another very entertaining video, which our little London meetup just happened to be a part of it at the very, very end. And I do guarantee you we did have a much better time than what he's letting on. But yeah, again, a big massive shout out to Falcon as well for putting that together. That was entertaining and fun. What else have I got here? Oh yes, big shout out to Informant as well. I think I did before. He's still covering all the VeVe drops. And yeah, if you have a chance to support him, get over there, like and comment, subscribe to his channel. If you feel inclined to do so, buy him a coffee with the buy me a coffee link that he has on his page. Also as well, I happen to have one on my page as well. If you feel inclined to do so, you want to buy me a coffee, keep me heavily caffeinated, and keep me bringing the content to you. That option is available to you if you so happen and inclined to use it. And big shout out to VeVe Fanbam and Jay Green with their screening of the Wolverine and Deadpool movie over in San Diego Comic-Con. From what I've heard, it was a massive success and everyone had a fantastic time. And there was also a few special guests in there as well. So if anyone happened to be a part of it, was anybody a part of it out there listening to the audience or any of our speakers? I'm going to guess that as a no. But yeah, it looks like everyone had a fantastic time, and yeah, it was really, really good. So what about Josh, Richard? Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? Want to cover?
I think we covered everything for the most part. I mean, aside from the David on the stage of Sunrise.
Yeah, let's go with that.
So Sunrise happened back in, I want to say it was December or November of last year, but it was that private event that you had to get invited to, held by Blackbird, which is a venture capitalist firm. And they pretty much held the event. When it happened, there wasn't really any info on it, like nothing on social media. They didn't post any videos. It was all kind of kept private. And then I think it was like 2 days ago now, they started posting content from the event. So one of the videos they posted was David speaking for 40 minutes, presenting VeVe collectibles to pretty much everyone in the room. So to be honest, didn't mean to build that up too much because there wasn't too many memorable things from the presentation. Nothing like we wouldn't know, having been around for quite a while now. But what I thought was funny was he had a slide where he used ChatGPT to generate a definition or a description of what VeVe collectibles were for like one of his first slides, which I thought was hilarious. Did we lose our host? We might have lost our host here.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, I'm still here. I think I actually hit the mute button. My bad. Yeah. So I was gonna say, what did ChatGPT say?
No, I didn't. It's like it was a full like script or like a paragraph. So I didn't read the full thing. It's just a general description of like what the collectibles were and what the company did, right? Like offering collectibles that were on the blockchain and stuff like that. But no, it's 40-minute video. It's on YouTube, so if you guys want to check it out. But yeah, no. Yeah. I don't know if anybody else wants to add anything.
Yeah, very cool. So I just realized Key Collecting on it was trying to get up to the stage. I just sent him an invite, so hopefully he's able to come in and join us because I'd like to. There's another one who's on the ground at San Diego Comic-Con, scooping up all those awesome titles. I'm guessing coming for the next Whatnot show. So Kenobi, if you're out there, mate, and you want to come back up, by all means, feel free to do so if you're able to. That goes for anybody as well, listening out there in the background, the audience. If anybody wants to come up at any time during the show, you're more than welcome to. So long as you're kind and respectful, we're happy to hear what you have to say. I mean, I do actually want to take this moment to say a big thank you to Josh actually for last week. We had a little bit of someone come up and say a few not so very nice things. And Josh, I believe you handled it brilliantly. So I just want to say big thank you for that. And I kind of like I felt a little bit bad because I kind of felt like I kind of dropped the ball a little bit on that one because I was going to let that roll a little bit longer than it should have done. But Josh, as always, has been the co-host there to back me up. So I do appreciate that, mate.
Appreciate that.
So yeah,
not at all though, dude. You didn't drop the ball at all. I actually I felt I felt like I might have jumped on it a little too soon. So. No, I'm glad you said that, but I appreciate the conversation.
No, it's good. I mean, like I said, it was the first time we'd had that individual in our space, and it came to my attention later on that individual has been quite well known in other spaces for doing that sort of thing. But now we're aware of that sort of thing that won't happen again. So yeah, I just want to say this, just my little bit of appreciation there.
Thank you.
So what else have I got on my list of talking points? I have anything on my list of talking points. So yeah, so what we've gone over? We've gone over basically all the big news coming out of San Diego Comic-Con about Robert Downey Jr. coming back as a Doctor Doom, and a bit of speculation on that front. A little bit about some of the other announcements as well, like the Fantastic Four's coming. We've got the Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars. Apparently, Joe and Anthony Russo are coming back to direct that as well. So that's very cool. So hopefully we'll get like some Infinity War and Endgame epicness to come with that. What else is there? Oh, there's also a bit of news about the Thunderbolts as well. Apparently, there's a bit of a new footage about that, and that's they're going to be appearing somewhere in Doomsday and Secret Wars as well. And I think there was a little teaser thing about the upcoming Blade movie, saying that we're actually getting a bit of traction on that, so we could possibly have our new Blade finally in the works. So that's very cool. and we've gone over some of the.
Speaking,
yes.
Speaking of movies, did you see the post that Nos put in the comments of the movies in 2026?
Yes, I did. I will go over that. I did also see this other one that Death Bunny posted as well, saying like, I hope we get Street Fighter on VeVe before 2026. Yes, I hope we get Street Fighter as well, because that's another one we'd like to see. Where is it? Where's it gone? Here we go. So it says 2026 movie slate. So we've got let's see, we've got Doomsday, we've got Avengers Doomsday, we've got Batman 2, we've got Doom Messiah, and we've got a few fun ones in there as well. We've got Shrek 5, we've got Toy Story 5, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Street Fighter's in there as well. What else have we got?
Well, here's my question.
Okay, let's hear it.
Star Wars Untitled Film. What is that about? I haven't heard anything about this.
Ooh, Star Wars Untitled Film. The last Star Wars related thing that I can think of top of my head is that because we recently just wrapped up with Acolyte, I think next in the pipeline was Skeleton Crew, which I believe is supposed to be starring Jude Law. But
it says Untitled Film, so
I don't know. Does anyone know about it? So does anyone, any of the Star Wars community out there heard any rumblings? So can anybody chime in?
Yeah, I know a thing or two about it. It's
let's hear it.
Palpatine. He's gonna play Luke Skywalker.
Now, say it again.
So, Palpatine. He's gonna play Luke Skywalker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a joke with Robert Downey Jr.
Oh yeah,
it doesn't really land.
Hey, wait. That would be with this one. Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, I other than that, I haven't really heard any other Star Wars news, to be honest. But I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll see what happens. Stay tuned.
They're making another Hunger Games. What are we up to now? Like 8?
Yeah, well, so we had that latest one. What's it? Ballad of Snakes and something, which I actually haven't seen. I sort of lost track after the last one, but let's try to think of something besides Deadpool and Wolverine. What the last here we go. There you go. Double Cool writes in the comments. Pretty sure Skeleton Crew is next. Yes, yeah, I'm pretty sure Skeleton Crew was next in line. I don't know much more about the film other than that. I don't know plot line. I don't know anything like that. But I think I'm pretty sure that was next in line. I'll do some googling.
Another Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah,
another Transformers with G.I. Joe.
There you go. Actually, that's a good point. That gives us something to talk about. Is we got a whole heap of new movie trailers dropped a little while ago. So we've got the latest Hellboy, which is what's it? Hellboy, the Crooked Man. Apparently, he's dropped some new footage, new trailer out of that one. We've got the Penguin has got he's got a premiere date of the 19th of September, and there's some new trailers and new artwork out of that. Now this is an interesting one. We got the new Joker movie. Foil El Duke. Like there's basically a fancy way of saying Joker 2. Has anyone seen that trailer? And what do we think of it? It's like, no, we have not, sir. Well,
I haven't seen it. Have you?
I've seen it. Yeah, I watched it. It's basically been sort of classable as like with Lady Gaga, and it was like no surprises. It's a musical. So it looks good. It looks very Jokerish. Yeah, I haven't got really much more to say than that. Now this one looks fun. We got the new trailer for Borderlands, which I think is coming out very very soon. If anyone's familiar with the game, but actually you Josh being a gamer, you probably know this one.
No, the game, never played it though.
Right. Well, yeah, we got a new trailer for that one. We've got a new Transformers movie. Transformers 1 dropped some new footage for that one.
Yeah, that's interesting. Remember, they finished the last Transformers movie with that just walls sliding open all of a sudden, and G.I. Joe is just on the other side.
Oh yeah.
So I guess they're combining the brands.
Yeah.
Or the names.
Yeah, I think if you're just trying to like start like they're in like little universe, like sort of like mashing of brands. Like next thing you know, we're gonna get course of Transformers sort of like clash knock shoulders with what they've done. G.I. Joe, didn't they have something to do with Ninja Turtles at one point as well?
I don't know. I don't have any memory of that,
No.
but I'm probably not the best person to ask.
No, but other than that, there's not really...
I don't know how I feel about that, though. I feel like it's almost kind of like a play to keep both of those names kind of alive, if that makes sense. Because Transformers is definitely on its final end.
Oh, yeah.
How many movies are we on now? So.
Oh, definitely.
Same thing with G.I. Joe, so.
Transformers should have stopped probably after the second movie.
Yeah, probably agree with that. Second, if not third.
Yeah, definitely. Because the first one, like, was brilliant. Like, it was new, it was different. I think that was like 2004, off the top of my head, somewhere around there. 2004, 2006. Right, I'm intrigued. Let me have a look. Transformers. Oh, it's 2007.
But is it? But yeah, whenever Shia LaBeouf left the franchise.
Yeah, basically.
So it was, I think, the third movie.
Yeah, and then Mark Wahlberg jumped in, and then it sort of just became a very pear-shaped after that.
Yeah.
But yeah, but other than that, has anyone else watched anything good? What about you, Richard? Have you had a chance? Have you had a chance to see the second season of Hitmonkey?
No, because I don't have any Hulu. It's I got Disney Plus, but I don't have Hulu on it. It's only on Hulu. I only got season 1.
I know. I was really surprised because I know, like, we got season 1 on Disney Plus, and I thought because Disney Plus bought Hulu out, I'm pretty sure they bought Hulu. I thought, like, it would be on Disney Plus, but it's not.
Yeah. Well, okay. I thought you had it. So you don't have it on Disney Plus either.
No, I watch it through other means.
Ooh, you pirate, you.
It's like I can neither confirm nor deny that, sir.
But I did saw that trailer for Penguin, and that one looked really good with the introduction with Colin Farrell. He looks so good as Penguin, man. And Hellboy, that trailer looked amazing. That trailer looked awesome. They're really they're really leaning into the horror aspect of Hellboy. I thought it looked great, man. I don't know anything about the comics, but I think it's not Image. Is it Dynamite? I have no idea.
Yeah, it's either a Dynamite. Maybe it's not Dark Horse, is it? Maybe Dark Horse?
Oh, Dark Horse could be. Yeah. No, I'm gonna check it.
I know. Yeah,
but
Google that one.
Yeah, that one looks awesome. And I'm looking forward to that one. And the Penguin, of course. I still got HBO. If Penguin is not good, then I'm gonna cancel my HBO. Yeah. Because it used to be €3 over here, and they're gonna change that to 5 or 6. I was like, nah. I spent 800 gems on comics, but like a subscription for 5 is too much.
It's like, no, that's drawing the line.
I buy on VeVe Comics for what is it, 8, 10, 12 a pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then one subscription is like, nope. But it adds up, right? It all adds up. If you have all those subscriptions, and so you gotta cancel some, I suppose. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Penguin. That one looks cool. Looks promising. Looks very promising.
Yeah. What about you, Josh? Have you watched anything good? Or are you looking forward to anything coming in the pipeline?
No, I've just been finishing the Sweet Tooth.
Okay. How's that going?
Yeah. It wasn't too bad. My answer doesn't really change from last time, though. I mean, I can't really tell if they're going to keep doing the show or not, but as for season 3, I would probably end it with nothing special. As for like a show that I'm waiting for, is Snowpiercer season 4. I think that already started, but it's now being released on AMC or something like that, and I don't have that. So, but yeah, I'm waiting to watch that.
Yeah, I haven't watched Snowpiercer. I've watched the movie with Chris Evans, but I haven't watched any of the TV show.
Highly recommend it. It's a really, really good series. And then it was kind of left on like a cliffhanger too at the end of season 3. And then what happened was they, I think it was Netflix that cut them, and they couldn't find a studio to pick them up. So it was kind of up in the air as to whether there was going to be a season 4 or not. And AMC picked them up. I think it's AMC. And yeah, so I want to see how that goes, but highly recommend it for anyone who hasn't not watched it.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, because like I said, the movie was very good, and I was quite happy with that. But yeah, I've heard positive things about the TV show. I've never had a chance to actually look at it myself. But yeah, but just to give everyone a little bit of fair warning, like we are coming up to wrapping up the show, so this is coming up to 10:30 here at night in the UK, and I do need to get some degree of sleep. But yeah, it's just been a bit of fun, chilled conversation this time around. Like I had a lot about the San Diego Comic Con, like obviously all the speculation about where Doctor Doom can go, and it's just been a fun, chilled conversation like always. And yeah, again, big thank you to everyone who's come up to speak. Big thank you to everyone who's been listening. Yeah, it's been fun as always. I mean, like I originally thought I wasn't going to be able to hold the space tonight because of other commitments, but I'm so glad I was able to come through and chill in the space, you guys. Because like I always say, this is like the highlight of my weeks, like hosting these spaces and just chilling with everybody and interacting with all these awesome people from all around the world. But I also like to open up the last couple of minutes as well. Like, if there is anybody out there like listening in the audience who wants to come up, say hi, say a few words, or maybe if you're just looking to speak in the space for the first time and looking for a bit of confidence, you're more than welcome to do that here. And like I said before, as long as you're kind and courteous and not silly, it's all good, because that's what these spaces are all about: collecting, connecting with others, and yeah, just enjoying the collecting journey. And speaking of collector, we've got Guri up to the stage. Say, Guri, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well. Just dropped in to say hello to everybody. Happy Sunday. And I know your Sunday is getting done with and you have to start work on Monday.
That's right,
but just a quick note. I got myself a air fryer. I am in the first appearance in my house.
Yeah, and your initial thoughts, sir?
Well, I've not used it. I've not figured it out. No, I gotta do something with my tempura batter. I gotta figure this out in terms of what I want to do for the first go, and then might be improve on it, and I'll get into that. But I want to just finesse it, and then go to a second recipe. So I'm thinking popcorn chicken with tempura batter.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, well,
sweet rice flour.
Yep, sounds good. I mean, like, you could always just like keep it simple and just start like smother some chicken into like some seasoning or something like that, and put it in there for about 20 minutes on about 200, turn halfway.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, it's a multi-purpose unit. It's like a toaster / air fryer / everything. So I got to figure this out. It's going to take me a few hours to try to figure out how this thing works. But yes, thought I'd drop in and say I have finally listened to you.
That's it.
I got my air fryer.
That's it. You've taken that one piece of advice. Love it.
That was financial advice that I took. Yes.
Excellent. Love it. That's just made my night. So is it a single tray or a dual tray?
This one is this is a single tray, and it is a Oster unit. My brother has one, and I've seen him use it, but I never really paid attention to how he was using it. So I just got to go online and find some quick YouTube videos as to how to use it, and of course the recipes as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, YouTube and Instagram are two really, really good ones when it comes to air fryer recipes. At least that's where I get the majority of mine from.
And you know that I'll be sending you some of the photos of my mishaps or successes. So let's see how that all plays.
Mate, I am looking forward to it.
Sorry, we diverted from the actual conversation, but yes, I just wanted to say hello.
No, it's good, mate. Yeah, no, it's good to hear from you. Have you managed to pick yourself up anything good in the market or in from the San Diego Comic Con? Anything cool lately? Been adding to that 415?
Nothing from so San Diego Comic Con. I can't go. I did not go. But big thanks to Froy Comey for his giveaways on Informant's channel, where he got some signed Jim Lee postcard or something that I apparently won along with some other folks. So I will get something, and then it's fingers crossed. Each one of those postcards has a mint number on it, 1 out of 1,200 something. So it'll be interesting to see what mint number shows up on that postcard. And in the market, I'm such a geek. I wanted a low mint number. I'm trying to chase some really good mint numbers, and then their teens or in their 20s. And so I just picked up a rabbit, which is a Ubisoft rabbit, ultra rare that we had to craft. And I found one that was pretty affordable. And so I picked that up, and I'm selling my mint 64. I picked up mint 27. I'm selling a 64. Hopefully I will break even. So let's see.
Very cool. And we've also got Sven. Sven's up the stage as well. Sven, how are you, sir?
Hello, good evening from Belgium. 9 points go to Guri. Come on, what a great air financial advice you're giving me here. Come on, this is great. So I just wanted to hop in and thank Guri for this lovely intermezzo, because this was epic. I had a very big laugh here.
No, I'm just happy someone actually took some of my advice and bought themselves an air fryer. But yeah, no, very cool. And
I thought Sven was gonna hop up here and start dropping like recipes on us.
Yeah.
No. I have an air fryer though.
I can foresee a third Web V kind of space that Osman hosts, and he says, "This is air fryer recipes only."
Well, that's it. Maybe next time what I'll do is
maybe
actually,
a Web Friday. Maybe a Web Friday or something like that.
I gotta write that down. No, very cool. Or maybe I'll just host one of these one of the normal spaces, but I'll just like maybe air frying something in the background. We'll say like we'll call it cooking. So
yeah. The only thing I cook with my air fryer are fries, so I don't know to cook anything else. Just every now and then, maybe I put a pizza in there. But maybe you guys can learn me some things. And Guri, come on, you start with it. The chicken and rice you were going to try. So just post.
So it's actually the rice flour is it's a Japanese rice flour. It's a flour that they use for making tempura, which has got really light batter on it. It's not overtly soggy, thick batter. And I'm hoping that this batter just does its magic, in the air fryer. But my house is full of spices. Every country I go to, I just pick up whatever the hell they're selling. And sometimes I don't even know what's written on the container. So I'll be using some of that to see how it all plays out in terms of chicken. Plus, I love okra, so I'm gonna air fry okra and make it crisps, chips, whatever you want to call them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it'll be interesting. I'll post pictures in the Web V group.
Yes, sir.
And some are food fans, and some people are like, "What the hell is this?" But yeah, maybe there'll be another subgroup that's like food fanatics or web food. I don't know, whatever you want to call it.
That's it. Well, I mean, in saying that, like the Web V does have we do have a Discord, and we do have a food section in that Discord. So maybe I'll send you a link to it. You can post your food pictures in there.
Yep, that might be the spot.
Excellent. All right, guys. Well, I gotta start wrapping up the space shortly, but yeah, I suppose it just goes to show how fun some of these episodes are. Like we've gone basically talking about what's going on San Diego Comic-Con with the announcement of Robert Downey Jr. now is coming back as Dr. Doom, to basically just cooking in the kitchen with air fryers. It just goes to show how random some of these shows can be. but that's great. I mean, that's what basically shows basically what they are. Like, it's just all of us just chilling, relaxing, just talking about like collecting and just talking about the stuff we love, and that's what it's all about. Very cool. What about you, Guri, Sven? Just while I've got you, see, did you guys have any thoughts or comments on the recent announcement about Robert Downey Jr. coming back as Doctor Doom, or anything happening at Comic-Con?
So my only thought is that I have biases of sorts. He's always been Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just going to be hard. If the Deadpool character becomes another character, even for a day, I feel it's, they can't replace Deadpool. They can't replace Wolverine. I feel that those people are set in their roles.
Yep.
But, over the years and decades, we've seen new Batmans come. We've seen new Supermans come.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe this is going to be accepted. It's only the hardcore people that'll be like, you ruined it for us. But all in all, I think someone was streaming live. I'm not sure if it was Comics and Cryptos or someone that were, and I heard it live, and it was being, they were showing it on stage at San Diego. So it was pretty cool.
Was that when it came out dressed in green and then took the mask off and said, "Look, here I am"?
Yeah, there were like 20 other Dr. Dooms up there.
Yeah.
I feel there were like quite a few, and then he just stepped out, and he has a different cape. I feel it was more nicer one, and then he walked up and he just removed his mask, and I was like totally shocked. I was like, didn't see that coming at all. Well hidden.
Yeah. I was just saying, I was quite shocked. I was like, oh, okay, they're bringing back Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom. I was like, ooh, okay, because everyone's gonna because he's had over 10 years to cement himself as Iron Man. So everyone is gonna see him as Iron Man. So to come around and for him to be introduced as a new character, is it's gonna be interesting how people are gonna receive him. But could it work? I mean, they said the same thing for when Heath Ledger went and did the Joker, and look how that turned out. So we'll have to see what happens. So. What you spent? So you have anything you want to add to it?
Yeah. I rewatched that video where Thanos kills Iron Man already for maybe 10 times, and every time I die. And now he just stood there in front of all the Doctor Dooms, but he did the move of Iron Man. He put his hands up, and normally with Iron Man in the movie, the things behind him just explode. So I had bit mixed feelings with that. I remembered him as Tony, and I still had the feeling he was playing Tony Stark there. So don't know what happens in my head there, but for me, he's Tony Stark, and he will still be Tony Stark forever for me.
I was just kind of thinking how they're going to implement story wise. I mean, we've had a few cool theories about how they could do it. Another one I just sort of thought off the top of my head is what if he was he's just done the noble sacrifice, he's done the snap of the Infinity Stones, but what if maybe he got he's been corrupted by the Infinity Stones or something like that, and now that's where the manifestation of Doctor Doom comes from or something like that. Maybe they could play something in that sort of sense, but I don't know. We'll have to see. But at the very least, it gives us something to talk about for the next 2 years.
Yeah. And the thing I wanted to say just to Richard or exhibition, we were indeed in the stream with Collectors Gone Digital, and I want to say I'm impressed he had the balls there to go for the drop. I didn't have the guts, and he went for 2 secret rares. So congrats, man! Congrats, Richard. And you enjoyed those secret rares for 10 seconds or a minute, and then you went straight for the comics. But I'm very much impressed there. Good drop, and you deserve it.
Thank you for the kind words, Sven. Thank you very much. I blew it all on the Sentinels today, so I went for 20 Sentinels.
Oh, no.
Yeah, cool. Also, Sven, I was going to ask you as well. Were you in London not long ago? Because I'm pretty sure I saw a picture of you at the London Museum.
Yeah, I was in the London Museum. It was I think 3 days ago. I went there with my wife. I had a holiday for 3 or 4 days in England. People tend to drive on the wrong side of the road there. Roundabouts are terrible, but I managed to get out
Yeah.
alive and healthy. Yeah. The breakfast you have beans with tomato
Yeah.
sauce and
Yeah, we got
sausages.
beans and mushy peas, which is basically just about everything.
Yeah, and then the second thing we have like if we go to Europe, we have croissants, and I always take those chocolat avec du pain,
Yeah,
those
so
breads
cool.
with chocolate in there, and I don't think they produce it there in England with you because I didn't see those things, but had lots of fun. We went to take the underground. I just hopped on one metro immediately. My wife panicked because we took the wrong one, but we managed to get in the good direction. There was like a yellow underground, the yellow circle underground.
Oh, okay, well, like the yellow line. Yeah.
Yeah, where you go in circles. But the thing is, in London, it goes in circle, but it doesn't go into circles. It stops and then it goes back in the other direction.
That's right. Yeah, gotta make sure you got the right
So-
platforms.
Yeah. But I just hopped on one, missed my good ride, but we had fun. My wife was dying there. She had a lot of stress, but I was okay. We managed to get on the place we needed to go.
Oh, mate. So you have to try and get down to Bristol.
Well, I did say it last week that we're heading to London, but I didn't know where you were. Do you live in Bristol?
Yeah, Bristol.
Then?
So basically, like 3 hours west of London. So.
Oh yeah, but that's quite a long ride. I don't think I will manage that to go 3 hours in a car in London or England.
No.
Won't make
Well,
that.
next time you're up this way, let me know and I'll come to you.
Will do. Thank you.
I'm curious, what's considered a long drive for you guys over in Europe?
Like
half an hour.
Yeah.
We gotta say,
half an hour.
Yeah, 3 hours to get to a different country, right?
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I know.
1 hour, different country. Yes.
I know, it's good, isn't it? It's like literally like especially like here, like in England, like you drive like 10, 20 minutes and you're already like in a different village or something like that.
I think I saw someone's video. It was a few years ago. They were driving by Luxembourg, and it said "Welcome to Luxembourg," and 4 minutes later it was "You're leaving Luxembourg."
Yeah, that's right. He's like, wait, what? Yeah, no, I mean,
Yeah. We need to have the things quick. So when I went first into France, Calais.
Yep.
Then after half an hour was in Belgium, and then we feel safe here in Europe.
but yeah, I mean, like me growing up in Australia. I mean, like you come over here, like when like everyone whinges about like travel like an hour or two to a destination, like where me like I've driving 4 or 5 hours to like to the nearest like town or something like that is quite standard. Like it's quite hilarious. I'm sure Josh, I know you can attest to this as well.
100%.
Yeah.
I was gonna say in the province that I live in, you can drive 16 hours and still be in the same province.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I've had the exact same thing. Like in like the upper parts of Western Australia, like you can easily drive like in a straight line for like 10 hours and like barely make a blip on the map.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, very cool. All right, guys, I gotta start wrapping up the space because it is getting towards that time of the night, unfortunately. But again, big thank you guys for taking the time to drop in and chill in the space. So it's been a fun one. It's been a very, very diverse range of topics tonight. So we've done San Diego Comic-Con, we've done VeVe, we've done air fryers, we've done like traveling long distances. It's been good, man. It's always fun just to chill in the space with everybody and just catch up. It's been a good one. But yeah, before I start closing out, is there anything anyone would like to say? Is like a few final words. I'll start with Josh, and we'll sort of go around. So, Josh, is there anything you want to leave us with before we start closing out?
Just a big thank you to everybody who listened and who spoke on stage. I really appreciate all the conversations we had today. Again, Richard, thanks again for sharing some of your points. I didn't really speak too much on the Dr. Doom because I don't really feel like it's an area I'm not knowledgeable in, but yeah, some of the points you had were really interesting. So if anybody who just kind of tuned in now has any time to kind of listen back to some of the space, highly recommend that part, which is closer to the beginning. So, but yeah, just thanks to everybody listening, everyone who spoke, and we'll see you guys on Sunday.
Yes, sir. So, what about you, Richard? Anything you want to leave us with, mate?
Yeah, I'm super happy that the Russo brothers are returning, because I think they are going to bring a more serious tone to the MCU again. And I think Vanessa Kirby is a fantastic Susan Storm. And Susan Storm, she is the most powerful of all the Fantastic Four. She's the most... she's definitely the most powerful. Reed Richards is the most dangerous one, but she's the most powerful. And thank you guys for the space. I had a lot of fun. It was amazing. Have a good evening, everyone.
Yeah,
or good day, good morning, whatever you are.
Wherever you might be in the world. What about you, Guri? Say anything you want to leave us with, mate? Or you're contemplating what to do with that air fryer?
No, I was just looking at, actually, I was looking at what spices have. But my final thoughts are I'm supporting 3 teams in the Olympics. USA, of course.
Oh, yeah.
India, of course, and Team Refugee. So hope that all 3 countries make a lot of medals or earn a lot of medals. So go Team Refugee for what they do.
Yes,
that's all.
Yeah, no, awesome. Actually, that's another thing that completely slipped my mind. Is the Olympics have just started. We got so sidetracked with what's going on with Comic-Con and everything else. Like, there's that's right. The Olympics just started. I probably should pay attention to that one. What about you, Sven? So, anything you want to leave us with, mate, before we start closing out?
I want to just thank Guri for his intermezzo, and want to say maybe we shouldn't give Guri a side position in his blogs or his videos cooking, but give him a main stage there. Don't put him on a side stage. Give him the main stage.
Yeah. How's this? How's this? I can see it right now. We'll have like our own little segment. We'll call it like Cooking with Guri or something like that. We can start actually. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I would love that.
I'm thinking now, like I'm just like, how's this for like a structured, like a future show or something? We could start off with like the usual comic book talk, like maybe a exhibition. Like we have like a little segment with you. You can take us through like comic book of the week or something like that. We can have a bit about VeVe comic book of the week, and then we could like finish off with like Cooking with Guri. Guri could have like the recipe of the day or the week or something like that. Ooh, that could be juicy. What do we think, ladies and gentlemen? That could be fun.
I'm game.
That's it. I want to hear your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. Feedback. Hit it in the comments now. That could be fun. Maybe we'll work on it. Who knows?
Yeah, let's talk about this when we meet in person.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm gonna start doing my spiel. But I guess we'll do the thing. I'll go through it nice and quick. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who's taken the time out of their busy day to come and chill in the space with us. It's been a really, really fun and great space. We've covered all sorts of topics, ranging from San Diego Comic-Con to the Marvel announcements, to cooking, to travel, to what's going on in the VeVe market, the amazing Deadpool and Wolverine movie, which if you haven't seen it, definitely get out there and see it straight away before the spoilers ruin it for you, because they're everywhere. Big thank you to all our speakers we've had speaking with us today. Big thank you to Richard, Chris, Guri, Sven, Batman as well, who came up very briefly as well, Fro, and to everyone else who's taking the time to sort of chill in the space with us. Much appreciated. And big shout out to the Web V Collective as well, which is what these spaces are brought to you by. Web V or Web V Collective is the full name, is basically just it's like a collectors community where we sort of basically just a group of us just wanted to come together to create a space where we can just sort of collect and connect with others and just share the passion and just have something to talk about with other like-minded individuals, whether that be if you're into Star Wars, Marvel, DC, any other different platforms like VeVe, Cryptoys, McFarlane, well, it's all here for everybody, and that's what it's all about. Just promoting the space in general, encouraging others to sort of realize their full potential, and just to help each other grow in the space, and just have fun along the way. That's what it's all about. And normally I want to do a quick shout out to our members as well, because we've got loads of members of Web V now. Also, another fun fact as well, if you're not familiar with Web V or what the V actually stands for, it stands for value. Because that's what we're trying to bring to the space, just a bit of value, bit of value in the space, value in the collecting world, value in people's lives, and just trying to create a positive space for everybody just come and chill in. But again, I'll do a quick shout out to some of our members, because we've got loads now, so I'll just go run over it very, very quickly. So we have the Real Uncommon Podcast, My Collectibles, K Collections, Evolve Collects, Collectors Gone Digital, my co-host Josh. Big shout out to Double Quill and Chris Severs with their blogs over on Medium and Go Collect. Big shout out to Kid Arcade with his show he does on Sundays. Big shout out to Dokta Strange, who's also responsible for our Web V Anthem intro. Big shout out to Three Biggest Bro. Big shout out to Shawnee Poo. Big shout out to Informant BE, who's been covering all the drop streams over there with VeVe. Big shout out to Mr. Falcon and Doobs as well for all the vault building and fun stuff they do out there in the spaces. Big shout out to Olga MKC with the MetaKitties project. Big shout out to Miss Gecko as well, who does a co-host with different spaces out there in the X. Also does Bill and Gex's Excellent Adventure with Futureverse, and has a lot to do with that project as well. And also just a very positive and awesome person there in the space. Big shout out to Casual as well, who makes all the fun Funko artwork and AI art. Also does the Casual chimps as well, which I can see quite a few of them were rocking our Casual chimps there. I see Froze got his, I got mine, and we saw a few other ones there out there as we were going through the space. Big shout out to he's listening there in the background. Big shout out to Key Collector 98. Who's does his Whatnot show from time to time, and I'm sure he's out there at San Diego Comic-Con collecting all that good stuff as we speak. Big shout out to Davo as well for his amazing artwork. He does it in the style of Scotty Young. He's done artwork for myself, Josh for his for Collectors Gone Digital, and also for the Real Uncommon Podcast as well. Really talented artist there in the space. Big shout out to Clarissa as well, who does all the selfies and cosplays that she does all the time, and some of the stuff she does, I have no idea how she does it. It's just really, really talented cosplayer, and just awesome person there in the space. Big shout out to Yo Steph and VeVe Magic, who host their Disney spaces from time to time, and also do their drawing spaces on Discord. Big shout out to them. Big shout out to Larry for chilling and vibing with Rising Star. Always seeing him pop up all over the place, and he's got a very diverse what's the word I'm looking for? Very diverse people that come on his podcast. Everyone from the VeVe fam to artists, rappers, all sorts of people from all over the shop. This guy actually does a lot of people. I was actually quite surprised. And of course, last but not least, myself, Mr. Osmond Collect 63. I have my own YouTube channel, which is called Get to the Comics. It's called Get to the Comics, where basically we do live readings of the comic books that we have on VeVe. And this coming Friday, actually last Friday we did we had Kid Arcade and Cricket on. We covered Uncanny X-Men number 221, which is the first appearance of Mr. Sinister, and that was really fun read. Had a good time with it. But this Friday we have got our first Star Wars comic, and I can actually see one of our guests there in the background now. I won't say who it is because I'll keep it a surprise. But we're going to be going through. It's actually going to be two. I've got two special guest readers, and we're going over Thrawn Alliance number 1, and that's coming this Friday. So stay tuned for that, and we'll do a reveal of the guests maybe on the Wednesday show. So you have to stay tuned. And on that note, guys, I'm going to say my goodnights. So again, this has been Web V Weekends episode 39. I've been your host, Osmond Collect 63. Again, a big thank you to my co-host Josh for helping me co-host in the space. Big thank you to everybody listening. Big thank you to all the speakers. Take care, guys. Have a good one, and we'll talk more soon. And also, as well, if you're just tuning in now, fear not, it'll all be available on the Web V Collective's YouTube channel, and all the links for all of our members and all their individual projects will be there in the description box below. So make sure you support everybody, like, comment, subscribe, etc., etc. And yeah, have a good one, guys. Take care, and talk more soon.